we need to make sure that we differentiate between stress and discomfort. A lot of the times people say that, oh, I'm so stressed. It's become like a slang. It's just become such a normal word. And in my opinion, I think stress is something very specific. As a clinician, I can assure you, stress has very clear indicators in the body when it does happen. And more I hear people use the word stress so freely, I almost question myself, is this really stress, or are they just not liking the fact that something didn't go to plan, or something unexpected just happened and it didn't go in that smooth direction that they wanted it to go into? And because it didn't, now you're stressed. That's not how stress works. Stress is, it's serious. Stress is something, it's like your kid in the emergency, in the hospital, your spouse. Stress is unexpected news. Stress is something that's affecting someone's health severely, right? National, country emergencies with very little time to act, right? Stress is war. The reactions happening inside the body in these circumstances is true stress, okay? Everything else is just discomfort, yeah? So think about the next time you use the word stress. Are you really stressed? Or are you just comfortable? But now you got to do something you didn't want to do. Or say no when you should have. You just took on work when you knew that you couldn't and you still just went along. Why? Don't give in. You need to understand that your boundaries keep you healthy. And if you don't have boundaries, you'll become more angry. So you have to make a choice. Either you become that mom or dad or sister or sibling or friend or child, or who is always snapping at home but keeping it all together at work, or vice versa. Anger is the result of not having boundaries, frustration, and that indeed, when done over a period of time without regulation, does lead to chronic stress. So make sure you're not using that word so freely when you are supposed to be in control of the narrative. Unexpected things, negative things, difficult things, that's genuine stress. Everything else can be managed. And you are responsible at the end of the day, not the other person, not the person who's creating that so-called stress. It's all you, and you got this. So build the habits needed to make sure that you don't end up in that loop of blaming stress on everything in your life and being that person who carries stress as if a badge of honor on your head. I'm so stressed because I'm so busy. It's not a badge of honor. It's not needed. Do the opposite. If you want to carry a badge of honor, carry the badge of honor of not being stressed. I'm not stressed. Try and be okay with that. I'm actually pretty good. I'm having a day. Neither good nor bad. It's just a day. I'm living, doing my best. So use that word stress, put it way up there. Only use it in those rare circumstances when there's something genuinely difficult happening in your life. And it's going to happen. It happens to all of us. Nobody escapes it. But don't try and use it 15 times a day, okay? If you're using it 15 times a day, you need to change your habits. And that's all for today. Love you.